identified 68.
Yes, exactly. And I said we will still search for the files because some of the files at the time were at the ministry. So as I mentioned earlier, we received 5 more files from the ministry. And this is why if you look at the updated one that I have now, is 75 instead of 68.
75 leased properties.
Yes, leased properties.
Are all these 75 leases cancelled?
No, they are not cancelled.
Okay. So you're saying now on your list 75. How come it's only 75 you can identify?
Maybe you don't get me well. I said.
No, I did.
Yes.
I mean, you said your files are not around.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
And the commission did identify more than 75 leased properties.
Excuse me?
I said the commission of inquiry did identify more than 75 leased properties.
Yes.
Yes. How come it is only 75 that you can identify?
What I mean, the files we have seen so far, because you know all the files are located at one district, at one office. So all the files that are at the Department of Lands and Service.
Okay.
That I can this thing.
You can work with.
Yeah.
In all this time.
Yes.
You did not go to your other sister departments to find other files?
No, I don't.
Are there any properties in this list of 75 that have had their titles cancelled? Their original titles?
Yeah, most of them.
Read the part of the Commission of Inquiry's report that had to deal with landed property?
Yes, partly.
Partly?
Yes, partly.
If you had probably read the entire report, you would have had more information on the leased properties, no? Or you would have known where to look. Isn't it?
Yes.
It would have helped in some way.
Yes.
All right. So, we're going to talk about the cancellation of title and how it comes about, where you receive your instructions from when it comes to the cancellation of title. Because in your submissions, we've seen letters, preparation for new leases, but also letters for cancellation of title. In the properties identified by the Commission of Inquiry, say you only saw the report in part, so I don't know whether you can even answer my next question, but after the white paper was published and the government accepted the Commission's recommendation on the forfeiture of all landed properties to the state, did your department do an identification exercise on all these properties?
No, I cannot remember. As I said earlier, I was not the director at the time.
Okay.
Yes, I cannot confirm that.
But there should be records. It's a government department. If such an exercise was taking place, I'm assuming, as best practice, a report should be prepared, isn't it?
Yes.
And then the files would show. So whoever comes in
will know.
Would be able to update themselves. So I can't remember, I wasn't there. It's not usually an answer that the committee accepts from public officials, because there are supposed to be records that continue. The offices continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So have you ever come across such a report for the identification of all of these properties after the white paper?
I know, I'm aware that the surveyor who was attached was helping the commission to identify.
Okay.
Yes. So if that is the case, maybe I would assume maybe the reports will be with the commission, and maybe copied to the ministry and the relevant department.
That is what
as you have just mentioned.
That is just what you are assuming.
Yes, I assume that the reports will be with the commission.
the white paper, or even in the white paper, there was a ministerial task force that was established, and different ministries were identified to be part of this task force, including your ministry, your line ministry, Ministry of Justice, Tourism, and Agriculture, were part of this task force. And like I said earlier, I've mentioned this task force before. They were supposed to take a look at these landed properties and then give advice, prepare a report, and submit to cabinet on what government should do, what they think the government should do with these properties. There was a technical committee or technical committee for this task force, a subcommittee. Did your department provide any form of support to this technical committee or the ministerial task force itself?
At the department, no, I don't know. It's not to my knowledge. Apart from what I said earlier, that the survey that was attached to the commission at the time to help. Maybe at the ministerial level, somebody can be, attached to the commission.
Okay.
Yes.
So the question is for after the task force. Sorry, after the commission of inquiry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're saying
yes.
Perhaps the ministry, but not your department.
Yeah, not the department, to my knowledge. Yeah.
But maybe the surveyor.
Yeah, the survey. Basically, the survey was just helping them in terms of identification of the properties and to determine the locations and the dimensions of the properties. Because it's a technical matter.
And this surveyor is Mr. Bunja
Jane, yes,
according to your statement.
Yes.
Okay. So you decided to bring along your colleagues.
Yes.
Very generous of you. Let's talk about cancellation of title. How does the Department of Lands and Survey commence the process of cancellation of title? How does it start?
Yeah, it starts with a process. First, if you buy a leasehold property and you need to transfer ownership to another person, yes, you apply through the Department of Lands and Surveys. That is the standard procedure. There's a standard form you buy, application for consent for assignment. You fill it out and prepare all the supporting documents, which includes the deed of assignment, which is prepared by a legal person, a lawyer, and signed by both the seller and the buyer with their witnesses. And of course, you submit these things and the department will process it by writing the technical reports to the ministry. Yes. Because we are the one giving the instructions formally.
Exactly.
Yeah, from the ministry. So
you cannot say it's complete. It's not complete. You cannot say it was disposed of. The process is not complete. The process has broken down somewhere. And because of your department's lack of involvement, the Ministry of Justice will also not be involved. So such title cannot be said to be executed, can it? It's just hanging somewhere. Where we don't know, but it's hanging somewhere. I'm waiting for an answer.
Excuse me?
I'm waiting for you to say something.
To say what?
Anything.
Well, I already responded. You are repeating the same. I already responded.
No, I want a better answer. What you are saying is not something that, because you're saying maybe, sometimes, You cannot say a title is executed for leasehold property without the knowledge of the Director of Lands and Survey.
Yes.
The consent would have to come.
Yes.
Through you. It would say in that instance that the transfer is not concluded or executed rather.
Yes, but there could be reasons, when you request for transfer of leasehold property.
Yes?
Yes. The experience is that sometimes when you have
Continue.
yes, when you have a request to process documentations on transfer of a leasehold property. Yes, even right now at the department, we have some files that are pending for certain, technical issues before we can proceed. Like, for example, you sold your property for one reason or the other, the signatures on the form, on the application form and the deed of assignment doesn't conform. Yeah, sometimes we draw the attention of the assigner, and sometimes this also brings some delays, and also sometimes the update of land rent. You may know that by law, all leasehold properties are required to pay rent to the state. So for any transaction to be completed, you need to provide an up-to-date payment on land rents so that we can proceed. I'm not saying that is what happened this year, but these are some of the scenarios. Sometimes why a lease, assignment on lease could not be, promptly executed as required.
Honorable Chair, I would make another request that in addition to the documentation
you made mention that if you are to list a property, it requires a lot of documentation.
Yes.
Can you list them for me, please?
Yes, like customary land. When you buy a land from somebody, like Yundum, first you need to get the alkali paper attestation from the alcalo of the settlement or the village, confirming that this plot is located in his or her jurisdiction, and the seller is the bona fide owner of the property. If you get that one, then you look for the fiscal planning clearance. That will determine the land use of the plot. Then you go for the official transfer at area council. Maybe you heard about official transfer where you pay 7,000 to the bank, but this is administered by the area councils. Yes, and this official transfers, it has to be signed by both the owner and the buyer, with each of them with their witnesses. It's a standard form in one original and 5 duplicates. Then it goes to the alcalo of the village for stamping. Then from the alkali to the chief, to the area council, again, CEO has to sign. Then you pay for the capital gain tax, income tax. When there's a sales transaction, you should pay GRA, capital gain tax. Then from there, you look to another clearance again. That is another level. The first clearance is for the official transfer stage. The second one is for the occupancy, certificate of occupancy. Just as the first clearance, you have to go through the same process until you get the clearance from fiscal planning for the occupancy. Then there's a standard form from which is issued by the Department of Lands and Surveys called Certificate of Occupancy Form. You are issued with that at the regional level. You buy the form at the Department of Lands and Surveys, but it has to be authenticated by the regional office. Just like the same process with the official transfer, this form has to be signed, with exception of the owner and the buyer of the property. It has to be certified by the village alcalo, the chief, and again back to the area council. So when you get all these documents, that's the time you can apply for lease. That's where we come in, the Power of Lands and Service Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fati.
Yes.
You made mention that with all these documents,
Yes.
both party needs to sign. What national document do you need? Do you produce? Which kind of document should you produce as national document?
ID card.
ID card bearing the name of the buyer.
Yes, the buyer and the seller. Yes.
Is it only ID card, or do you go with TIN number?
No, the power is GRA. When you have to go for the payment of capital gain tax.
Before.
It's a requirement. Yes. GRA.
Before the final lease.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. You need to provide the TIN, so that you can be able to pay for the capital gain tax.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dabo.
No, party.
Mr. Fadi, sorry.
Yes.
By looking at this list I have with me here,
Yes.
on your submission,
Yes.
on the page, there is no page in this, that's number 5.
Yes.
Number 5 on your submission. I have seen different names
Yes.
from one individual.
Mm-hmm.
Alaji Dr. Yaya Jammeh, Yaya Jammeh, Chef Professor Alaji Yaya Jammeh, Dr. Alaji Yaya Jammeh. Were there different documents that he produced as national documents?
No, this could be maybe, Honorable, you can recall that the status quo, the country at the time, sometimes, I think periodically he has been getting additional names. Yeah.
No, was it with different national documents?
Yeah, maybe that could be the reason.
No, not many people are authorizing those documents to those leases.
Yes.
You are authorizing those leases. How was it able to get all these names in different?
Yeah, it's the term of documentation, because leases are being prepared based on the documents submitted, the names from the alkali level. We cannot change them. We always act based on the details of the owner of the property, as far the documentation is concerned, from the alkali level to the chief and to the
so I council. Before all this,
yes,
there used to be different team numbers, different ID cards.
I cannot confirm that. I cannot say he has.
But I think before lists are approved, it must come to your office.
Yes.
You never go through this document to check whether they are authentic or not.
Of course. Sometimes we have issues with documents. For example, ID card and passport. Just last week, someone was trying to, I think, prepare a list, process a list. The notes on the documents at the time of processing the documents at district authority level. District authority level, I know from the office of the alcalo, the chief, and up to the governor's offices. So the ones that were of the documents at the time of this application are different. The particulars on the list application form is different from the documents. Yes. The previous names while she was married. Well, I understand. Well, Abdullah is a female. Yes. But not now, they are separated. The marriage is normal. So she preferred to maintain the original name. So we told her that no, unless you go and swear an affidavit, prepare another TIN number so that it tallies with.
Mr. Fadi, yes. Now I'm going to give you another example. The constitution now, you are telling the guy to go and swear an affidavit.
Yes.
To authenticate what he or she is saying.
Yes.
Why with this case? This one that we are dealing with.
Yes.
Doctor, I mean, there are different ones here. with different serial numbers. Are they correct?
The documents I have submitted. You can start documentation using one particular name. Huh? Then you change names.
Which you understand?
You provide the names.
Mr. Fadi, I'm going to something. You mentioned that the guy was going to show me an affidavit.
Yes.
Got a change in name. Was the affidavit was shown when these things were happening?
I cannot remember. I cannot remember.
Can you tell us, if possible, Chair? We have seen different names here. Dr. Jammeh, like Dr. Professor, like Dr. Jammeh. We have seen different names here. Can he please have, if possible, to get us a document where he requested for a sworn affidavit attached to what he was requested as lease document?
From who? Anna?
Mr. Fati,
Yes.
if you always need to talk to your officers,
Yes.
please request from the chair and we will grant you, okay?
Sorry.
And don't move out of the chair. He can always come to you. Okay? Please. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So, do you have a response for him?
Yes, yes, yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. To answer your questions, certain instructions are directives.
Huh?
Directives.
Directives.
Executives, directives, yes.
So you have
I don't really
copies?
remember, yeah.
You have those copies?
They could, no, what I'm saying, it could be directives. Like if you receive a directive, an
saying-
instruction from the...
Do you have those copies of directive to say changes to this? Do you have any copy of those directives?
I'm not saying that we have, but what I'm telling you is it could be directive. You know, yes, it could, yeah.
You understand?
It could be directives that let's go and survey this place.
What kind of directive? I mean, you mean written directive or just verbal? But I say, if it is a directive, is it written? Or is it something that they told you to do without writing?
That directive can be written, it can be
It can also
verbal.
be-
When it is verbal,
Now, which
sometimes
one?
you cannot...
Now, which one? Which directive are you talking about?
No, it can be both.
No, tell us.
No,
You said
Yes.
directive. You are the one who mentioned directive.
Yes.
I'm asking you, which of the directive now? A written directive or